Jaahez has taken his place into stall number 7. His stable companion Ameed going into stall number 6 with Alex Chadwick on board. Still Eliasa, J-Force and Thamaraat out the back. J-Force due into stall 2. Eliasat and Will Humphrey have gone in. So J-Force and Thamaraat, the final pair for the Gheesah Beach Handicap Stakes over 1.25 miles. All 6 in. They're off, racing away. Eliasat and J-Force in particular, very slow to gather stride, although the early tempo is fairly brisk. Jaahez, the blue and white striped cap in the hands of Bryony Frost, keen to press on through the early stages with the red cap of Kamikaze towards his inside. Thamaraat and a pink cap is pushed along out wide to also be prominent. 3 or 4 lengths back then to find the grey Ameed, who's racing on the inside of J-Force. And Eliasat is the back marker as they've gone off at quite a very decent tempo, it would appear here. Thamaraat, who has one over further than today's distance, pressing on and leads by just over a length ahead of Jaahez as they work their way down the back straight. 4 lengths back to J-Force, the dark blue jacket, racing back in third, followed on the inside by Kamikaze. And then a break of 5 lengths to Ameed, who's on the outside of Eliasat in the red and black checker jacket. Jaahez coming back through to dispute it now on the inside of Thamaraat as they go towards the far end of the back straight. 3 lengths back to J-Force, who's getting a lovely toe through the race in third. Another 3 lengths back to Kamikaze. Another 4 back to Ameed. And Eliasat is last of the 6, making the run out of the back straight and approaching halfway. It's one of the handicap debutants, Jaahez, in the hands of Bryony Frost on the inside of Thamaraat as they make the run out of the back straight. 2.5 lengths back to J-Force, just cajoled along briefly the top weight, but is maintaining he's getting a lovely run through the race as they come inside the final half mile. The other trio all seemingly struggling, Kamikaze, Ameed, and a long break to Eliasat. So they make the turn into the home straight. Thamaraat in the pink cap coming back alongside Jaahez as they turn into the home straight. 2.5 lengths back to J-Force, who's racing back in third. Behind those then the green cap of Ameed, who's running gone as Thamaraat strikes for home, coming inside the final 2.5 furlongs. And Thamaraat, she's quickly gone 3 lengths clear ahead of Ameed, who's trying to give chase in a dispute to second place now with Jaahez towards the inside. J-Force is back in fourth. A break to Kamikaze. They make the run down towards the final furlong, or at least the leader does. Thamaraat is 6 lengths clear ahead of Ameed in second. Jaahez in third. Behind those is J-Force and then Kamikaze. Thamaraat eyeing a touch as she comes inside the final furlong, but she does stay further than this distance, and they're rather played into her hands here as they come inside the final half furlong. Thamaraat in the hands of Steve Harrison, driven right out, will win convincingly. Beats Ameed into second place, Jaahez in third, then J-Force, Kamikaze, and finally Eliasat.
First, number 4, Thamaraat. Second, number 6. Third, number 3, the 4th placed horse, number 1. The full result of the Arabian race, the Gheesah Beach Handicap Stakes. First, number 4, Thamaraat. Second, number 6, Ameed. Third, number 3, Jaahez. The 4th place,
J-Force and then Kamikaze. Thamaraat eyeing a touch as she comes inside the final furlong, but she does stay further than this distance, and they're rather played into her hands here as they come inside the final half furlong. Thamaraat in the hands of Steve Harrison, driven right out, will win convincingly. Beats Ameed into second place, Jaahez in third, then J-Force, Kamikaze, and it's clear ahead of Ameed in second, Jaahez in third. Behind those is J-Force and then Kamikaze. Thamaraat eyeing a touch as she comes inside the final furlong, but she does stay further than this distance, and they're rather played into her hands here as they come inside the final half furlong. Thamaraat in the hands of Steve Harrison, driven right out, will win convincingly. Beats Ameed into second place, Jaahez in third,